Welcome back, everyone. So I was about to continue our quest chain for Ryujin Industries, and the quest is one step ahead, but I got a message from Sarah that she wanted to talk. She even has a waypoint on their head, so let's do it.
So, I've given everything we've discussed a lot of thought, and I've decided I'd like Aja Mamasa to conduct our marriage ceremony.
Oh, I see. So we have progressed enough for the marriage to continue. Who is Aja Mamasa?
You're kidding, right? She was the former chair of Constellation? The one that passed the torch to me about 5 years ago? We've talked about her before. Come on, stay with me.
Why have Aja oversee the ceremony?
I remember Aja mentioning she presided over a previous commitment ceremony between Barrett and his husband Irvin. Besides, the thought that Aja would be there to officiate this important step in my life is comforting. I hope you don't mind.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
I knew you'd understand. So, with that settled, I suppose we just keep it a quiet ceremony? Just the two of us?
Did you want to invite anyone from Constellation?
Honestly, no. I respect everyone at Constellation, but this is part of my personal life. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep my personal feelings about us separate from Constellation.
I think we should invite Sona.
Oh, that's sweet of you to suggest, but I think bringing Sona all the way to Aja's home would be too much anxiety for the poor girl. We need to give her some time.
I think we should invite your mother, maybe?
If anyone else had suggested that, I'd say no. But hearing it from you, I know in my heart that it's the right thing to do. I'll send her an invite and we'll see if she shows. Anyone else? Or will the three of us with Aja presiding be enough?
Sounds cozy. I think that'll be very nice.
All right, it's settled then. I'll send a message to Aja asking for her to preside over the ceremony. As soon as you're ready, let's head to Paradiso. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I love you.
Okay. Sarah Morgan is now... was too fast to read. Okay. Our next mission, I think, is miscellaneous. Yes. Commitment. Sarah Morgan. Proceed to Paradiso. So, I think we're going to do a quick stop at Paradiso for our marriage before continuing with Ryujin Industries quest. Let me get to our ship. Okay, guys. We're back into the space and our ship. And our destination is Porima. So, let's go. Porima system.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece. Paradiso Security. I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over now.
Okay. I was about to say, there's a new mission that we got. First contact. Okay. One more mission for our quest log. Okay. Let's scan the planet. Extreme environment. Okay. Think we cannot build in planets on with extreme environment. Let's land.
Let's see what's on this ball.
Speak to Sarah. Okay. Let's exit the ship and talk with her.
I'll keep an eye out for hostile life forms.
Okay. Talk with me.
As we were landing, I picked up a message from Aja. She said to meet us at the park overlooking the ocean. Before we go to the ceremony, I want you to look me in the eyes and tell me this is exactly what you want.
Why would you ask me that?
I don't know. I suppose I'm worried that I'm forcing you down a path you don't want to travel. Yeah, I know, it's stupid. But you've done so much for me already. I almost feel like you'd marry me just to make me happy, despite your own feelings.
I believe you and I always have been destined to be together.
That's exactly how I feel. It's almost as though forces greater than our understanding have somehow steered us into each other's path. I love you, and I'm forever thankful to have someone as amazing as you in my life. Now come on, Aja is waiting for us. But first, we should probably say something to my mother.
Sure. Let's see. Let's follow the waypoint. So, I haven't been on this planet yet. Paradiso. Seems like it has a mission with a ship or something that we'll need to do later. Oh, maybe I should have used the road below that jump down.
Oh, Paradiso is absolutely beautiful. Can you possibly imagine a more tranquil place for a resort?
Seems like a empty place to me. not much people here. Only guard. No, maybe a couple of people are walking around. Hello? Abigail Morgan. So this is her mother.
It certainly was nice of you to think of me when sending invitations to my daughter's wedding.
It's good to see you too, Mum.
I just wish you would have given me more notice. Or maybe some time to get to know your dear partner. I barely even know his name.
Maybe you could try to be a little more supportive of your daughter on her wedding day.
You're right. I'm sorry. I haven't heard from Sarah in some time, and this was all a lot to take in all at once. Like any mother, I just want what's best for my daughter. As long as she's happy, I will be too. I apologize for adding any stress to your special day, my dears.
I'm David. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Morgan.
And what a pleasure to meet you too, my dear. I'm sure you and Sarah have much to tell me about your relationship, how you met, fell in love, and all of that. But it can wait until later.
Wow, you two are hitting it off better than I imagined. I'll definitely be happy to fill you in with all the details after the ceremony. Anyway, I'm sorry, Mum. I know how this must all seem to you. This was a sudden decision, and we didn't want to waste any more time. We wanted to keep the ceremony small and involve only the people I care about the most.
Sarah, dear. You're going to make me tear up before the ceremony even starts. I want you to know that even though I don't say it as often as I should, I love you very much. I'm delighted to be here, and I wouldn't miss this for the world.
I love you too, Mum. Thank you so much for being here. There will be loads more to talk about later. But for now, let's not keep poor Aja waiting.
We're waiting until everyone arrives. It's so lovely to see you, Sarah.
It's wonderful to see you too, Aja. This is the one I told you about.
I've heard a lot about you. All of it good. You're quite a catch.
10 seconds in and already you're embarrassing everyone.
Before we go any further, I just want to make sure that you are right for Sarah. She's quite special,
She's more than special. She's one of a kind.
Oh, God. Now you're embarrassing me.
That's called love, my dear. You better get used to it. Well, I've seen enough. I can read people the moment I lay eyes on them. And you're going to make Sarah quite happy.
Coming from you, Aja, that means a lot.
Of course, Sarah. You know I always look out for you. Now, are we ready to begin the ceremony?
I'm ready.
Very well. If everyone's ready, then I'll begin. It's been years since Sarah Morgan and I have spoken. And though it might appear that we've grown apart, I feel that we've become closer friends than ever before. When I received the message with Sarah's intent to marry, and that she wanted me to officiate the ceremony, I was overwhelmed with joy. Not because she had decided to rekindle our friendship, but because she was allowing me to share the happiest moment of her life. I can't imagine a greater honor. And for that, Sarah, I thank you.
I wouldn't have had it any other way, Aja.
Before you present your vows, I'd ask both of you to remember that love is what brought you together today. It is a foundation upon which a structure of trust, faith, and affirmation is built. This structure can be absolutely impenetrable if you both agree to love each other unconditionally, with faith, devotion, and acceptance. And most importantly, to allow yourself to be loved. Remember, there are no other bonds more meaningful than the one you are undertaking today. You should cherish this moment and hold it close to your hearts as a reminder of the love you share. If you both are willing to abide by these words, then you can be assured that your lives will be filled with joy and happiness forever.
That was beautiful, Aja. Thank you.
Did you need a moment, Sarah?
No, I'm fine. But I wanted to say something before you continue. When we stood beside that waterfall in New Atlantis, you told me that I deserve to be with someone who understands my feelings. It was at that very moment I realized I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. Your love means everything to me. And I swear to return that love freely and unconditionally, without hesitation. This is my solemn pledge to you. From deep within my heart, from deep within my soul, for all eternity.
And you? Did you have anything you wanted to say to Sarah?
Not really. Okay. The words you just said mean the world to me, and I swear I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
I know you will.
You are the most beautiful and caring person I've ever known, and I'm lucky to have you in my life.
Oh, you're going to make me cry.
You had a gift, Sarah?
Yes. I wanted you to have this as a token of our love. I'm giving this to you as a symbol of the clean break I've made from my past. Oh, it would have been impossible without your help. And for that, I'll be forever grateful.
With these promises of affection and these vows you've exchanged, by the power vested in me by the Articles of Constellation, I happily pronounce you life mates. Congratulations!
Aja, I don't know what to say. That was... oh, amazing. I couldn't imagine having this ceremony without you.
I'm glad everything worked out for you, Sarah. I'm only sorry that we waited so long to reach out and contact one another.
Is there any way I can repay you for all the trouble?
That isn't necessary. This was my gift to the both of you. Well, you're both welcome to stay here for as long as you like. Sarah, your mother will be staying here with me for a few weeks. We've actually got a lot more in common than I expected. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. I wish the both of you a happy and healthy life together.
I'll never forget this, Aja. Thank you.
Don't worry.
All right. We got married.
I tried to work on her for you and Sam. It was a wonderful wedding. I was so happy to officiate for you.
What was Sarah like when she apprenticed with you at Constellation?
She was a royal pain in the butt. That's what she was. Hot-headed, impulsive, eager to rush into things without examining the ramifications, eh? Honestly, a lot like I was at her age. Her hunger to explore the void was the most fervent I'd seen in my years at Constellation. There wasn't a single assignment she'd refuse. All in all, though, she was one of the best explorers I've traveled with. And I'd wager that holds true up to today. That woman has a good head on her shoulders. You should count yourself lucky to be a part of her life.
What do you think of Paradiso?
You have to ask? Look at the place. It's absolute paradise. I can spend my day at the beach, relax with a cool drink and catch up on some reading, enjoy the cuisine, whatever my heart desires. I haven't even traveled off-world since I arrived. Hell, I haven't even boarded a spacecraft. It's so wonderfully liberating. Moving to Paradiso was one of the best decisions I made in my entire life.
Why did you decide to leave Constellation?
I was chair of Constellation for 35 years. I was there for all the low points and all the high. I kept Constellation out of the colony war, made some incredible discoveries, and recruited some of the most amazing explorers in the settled systems. I just finally reached a point where I felt I'd done enough. And it was time to give Sarah a chance. And I have no regrets either. If you're expecting controversy or some sort of political reason, I can assure you, it doesn't exist. And between you and me, I'm not getting any younger, eh? And this tired old woman wanted to enjoy the sunset of her life on this beautiful world. Have a truly pleasant day.
You and my Sarah deserves someone special in her life. I'm glad she found you.
What did you think of the wedding?
It was not quite what I had imagined for Sarah. I thought it would be a grand affair with hundreds of friends and extended family gathered to celebrate. But given her history, I should say I'm not entirely surprised she chose something completely different. However, despite that, I must say that this was truly something special. It was quite splendid. Just the two of you, myself, and Aja. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you again for having me.
Any embarrassing stories you can tell me about Sarah growing up?
Oh, gosh, really? We're doing this, are we?
Oh, can I? When Sarah was 6, I believe, she lost her second tooth, but this time she actually lost it. I forget how it happened exactly, but it ended up going out with the waste as we were flying between Jemison and... Oh, I forget where. It's not important. She was so distraught. Mummy, what if the tooth fairy doesn't know I lost a tooth and doesn't come? She cried. So I told her to write a note and leave it under her pillow for the tooth fairy. So she ended up explaining what had happened and begged the tooth fairy for a spaceship so she could go off and find her lost tooth for her. It was adorable.
Thanks, Mother. Thanks for that.
Your relationship with Sarah hasn't always been close. What happened?
Mostly the physical distance between us. It wasn't intentional, I'll have you know. Our lives simply diverged as she grew older. You may not know this, But we had different plans for her when she was growing up. I've since come to terms and accepted that she didn't want to follow in her parents' footsteps. Perhaps... She needs to hear it from me. I need to make it more clear to her that I'm proud of her, regardless of her choices. I need to, if I want to be closer to my daughter and her new partner. Bye then, dear.
And now let's talk with Sarah.
Whatever you need, you got it. Ask whatever
Anything
you'd
new?
like.
No.
See you soon, love. I'm here for you.
So
my
let's
love.
flirt then.
Of course you can, sweetie.
Your love is all I want and need from this life.
You have no idea how badly I needed to hear those words. I love you.
How are you feeling about our marriage?
You aren't simply my partner for life. You're my soulmate. We were meant to be together.
Those words mean everything to me, Sarah.
If it keeps us close, then I'll gladly say those words every time you ask.
I'm happy to host Abigail here at my
Okay,
home. She's quite
alright.
charming.
Enough of this marriage stuff. Okay, so we have maxed out Sarah's companionship. We even married her. So we get the maximum experience from resting boost, 15%. So let's get back to our ship, and it might sound weird, but I'm going to continue traveling with Andreja, because I want to level up her companion experience too, to get the dialogue options and the companion quest available for us to do. So enough of you, Sarah. You're going to be staying in our ship safely. Okay guys, so we're back to the Neon City, and we're about to continue where we started the episode, the part. We are going to do the one step ahead quest. Where is it? One step ahead. Ryujin Industries. Talk to Imogen. Let's continue with our quest. Imogen, talk.
As I was saying, we caught KeltCorp trying to hack into our R&D server.
Big mistake on their part.
My words exactly. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers.
What's on the data slate?
Think of it as a lesson that KeltCorp gets to learn the hard way.
How do I gain access to their computers?
That's up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job. There's always more than one way to get a job done around here.
Consider it done.
Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at KeltCorp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
Alright.
KeltCorp will think twice after this.
Is uploading this file legal?
In our industry, the term legal is a bit ambiguous. All's fair as long as you don't get caught. A lesson that KeltCorp is about to learn the hard way.
Could you tell me more about the operations department?
Ryujin Operations Department is tasked with securing the success of the business. Besides the operatives who report to me, Yuko oversees our technicians who monitor the competition. And then there's Camden, who has the mundane task of overseeing our supply chains.
Can you tell me more about Yuko?
Yuko. Yuko is the imperator of information. On the good side, she can get intel on just about anything you need. The bad side is that we fellow employees aren't always immune. Yuko loves her gossip. At least she knows when to keep her mouth shut.
Anything I should know about Camden?
A family man, good work ethic. Probably never worked a minute of overtime in his life. He keeps this place running with all the latest and greatest tech, so there's not much to complain about.
How do we monitor the competition?
We have several methods we use for this, from technology to actual people. Some of our resources are contracted out, and others are right here in our department.
Got it.
Good. Anything else?
Can you brief me again on what I need to do?
You're taking that slate I gave you and uploading a little gift to our friends at KeltCorp. You just need to be mindful of security. If you get caught, it's on you to take care of that situation.
Okay.
Remember, don't get caught.
Okay, so we need to be sneaky and hack something. Upload the program at CellCorp. Let's go. Let's find this CellCorp building.
Catherine Lucian keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Yeah, right.
Ah, Neon. Instant sensory overload.
I keep getting new activities while walking back and forth through the middle of the city. Like third or fourth quest I got. We'll need to do them later.
I do not know about you, but I am starting to suspect that Benjamin Bayou has a slightly inflated view. Clearly the intent is to get us into the Astral Lounge. Shall we follow the signs?
No idea. Okay, let's go. CellCorp. Alright, one step ahead. Load the program to CellCorp. So let's find the access point we need to load this program to.
I don't know, but I
Okay,
gotta get
this
out of here.
computer.
It's been non-stop interruptions
Okay,
since
so
morning.
this is
I'm not
a
spending another break
hacking
at my desk
opportunity.
listening to Cody eat with his mouth
So
open.
finally we're gonna use our stealth skill point. Stealth skill, because it adds a stealth meter so we can see if we are hidden or not. So we are hidden.
More like one of
Let's
those
do a quick
months.
save and
You know what,
let's
screw
get
it. I'm
in.
going to Terra Group.
Okay, so we need to hack it. Let me do it. And we are in. Okay, upload program and shipping order status. Nothing interesting. Consolidated mining and stuff. Okay, upload program. Now we need to return back to the Ryujin tower. Uploading program, auto-run initiated, uploading search files, executing. Sure. Just a random virus that we
Yeah?
unloaded on this
You
corporation.
can pick up an extra for Chloe if she asks. Back off. That's an order,
Sure,
not a
I'm
suggestion.
leaving. I wasn't here. Back to lobby. Alright, let me run back to the Ryujin tower.
What is
And
it?
we are back. Talk with me, Imogen.
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report?
You don't already know?
A fair question. We may have plenty of eyes and ears out there, but I'm still going to need an answer.
How about we talk payment?
If you think you have any power of negotiating your pay, think again. Besides, payment is based off performance, so let's hear it. How'd that first job go?
It went well, no incidents to report.
Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand.
Indeed. Wanted. I don't exactly have a reputation for a clean work.
So, you've gotten caught in the past. Now's the time to make new habits. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing.
Framing? I don't recall. arts and crafts being in my job description.
And I'd argue that arts and crafts is exactly what we do here, just on a much higher level. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company.
What are the do's and don'ts of this assignment?
We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City.
Where do I need to leave this evidence?
The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it.
I'll make sure it gets done.
Good. This one should be easy to pull off. Laredo has their own building, unlike KeltCorp, so at least there's only a single layer of security to deal with. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
Alright, anything else to
We
say?
don't get this deal, Masako is not going to be happy.
What can you tell me about Aquila City?
Well, it's not high on my list of travel destinations. Aquila City is the capital of the Freestar Collective, though you'd never guess by looking at it. It's dusty, dull, and a bit bigger on abiding by the rules since it houses the Freestar Rangers.
Is there anything I should know about Laredo Firearms?
Laredo is run by Raisha Lance. Don't be surprised if you see her running the storefront or let her appearance fool you. She's a shrewd businesswoman, but an even more talented engineer, responsible for most of their better designs. Laredo is probably our biggest competition when it comes to weapon production, which is why this assignment is important.
Can you go over details of my assignment again?
I've given you a slate with confidential files on them. You need to get into an office area of Laredo Firearms and plant the slate where an auditor can find it. I'd suggest a cabinet in the head office. I look forward to those results.
Okay, so our next objective is to travel to Aquila City. Let me do it. We have been in that city during our main story quest. Okay guys, so we are back at the ship. Before going to the Aquila City, I equipped Andreja with all the gear that I was using on Sarah. And I also noticed that if I sleep, even if Sarah is near me, if she's not my companion, I am not getting the 15% gain, so that's pretty bad.
We have things to do.
But I still want to use Andreja for the experience for the companion. So anyway, let's go to the Aquila City. And we have arrived to Aquila City. So our current mission is a new narrative. Find the confidential files at the Laredo Firearms in Aquila City. Let's do it. And oh, I also almost forgot the miscellaneous item that Sarah gave us. Let me see. Sarah's commitment gift. So this is her gene ID, I think, that she gave us as a gift. So I'll keep it.
Your ship's not half bad.
Alright, let's find this location we need to get to.
Nobody's
I know Aquila City rather well. Perhaps better than I would like.
I heard Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice soon.
Okay, Laredo Firearms. Let's get in.
There's not enough to do around here.
Okay, so I need to
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the range.
sneak to the second floor.
Meet all
Why don't we
sorts
just
in
close
Aquila
it down?
City.
It's not like it gets much use.
I need some place to put the prototypes.
Let's see. Will it be so easy?
But you know, stretch trash will come back.
Okay, locked door.
Annoyed me.
Let's see, let's do a quick save.
Let them. A few
Try
beer
to
bottles
open
and
it.
graffiti is the least we owe them.
We are hidden. And we are in.
Yes.
Okay, he didn't even notice it. Let's close the door. Let's see, what do we have here? Chest, novice. Alright, let me unlock it. Easy. So we need to put in confidential file. Let's do it. Mission accomplished. Return to Imogen Ryujin Tower. Anything in this computer? I can hack it. Let's do it. And it's open. Announcements. Reminder, security training. Human resource management, this is a reminder, okay. Quarterly update. As you should all be aware, our quarterly meeting is fast approaching, okay. Nothing interesting, press inquiries. Okay, nothing important in this computer. Let's get out of here before somebody gets alerted. Easy. It seems like all of the missions for Ryujin Industries are some secret, sneaky hacking type. Right, so next objective is return to Imogen. Let me get back to her. Imogen, talk with me.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done?
Yep, a lot of busy work. Everything set. The deal should be ours.
Excellent. I'll let Ularo know that we can start moving forward with our negotiations. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills.
Finally, something different. But I'll do it later. I think it's time, a good place and a good time to pause the video. I hope you enjoyed watching my playthrough. So today we got married to Sarah, we did 2 more missions for the Ryujin Corporation, and we'll continue our progress in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye everyone.